The top team in the Cape Cod League East travels to Bourne to face the top team in the Cape Cod League West. It's the Bourne Braves and the Yarmouth Dennis Red Sox right here tonight at Doran Park. Welcome to a pregame Tomahawk Talk. Calvin Christoforo, Reeves Jackson, and Daniel Coates. And Daniel, couple of days off. It really seems like a week when you're playing baseball every night. And you get 2 days off. It kind of seems weird. Braves had the off day, and they'll rain out against Hyannis last night. So that means our last game was all the way back on Wednesday against Falmouth. It was a 4-2 win, a game where the Braves came from behind and picked up the W. Josh Moylan, it really broke through. An infield, a single to score 2 RBIs, I guess. But that was a big confidence booster for the team who struggled all season with runners in scoring position. Do you think that is going to flip a switch on this Braves offense?
I hope it does because, you know, for a guy like Joshua Moylan, who coming into that game only had 2 hits on the season, for him to drive in 2 RBIs that gave us the lead and propelled us to our 10th win, that's something that the bottom of the lineup can also hold on to momentum-wise. Another guy, Colby Thomas, with that double to start things off early on in the game. What I'm looking for tonight, though, with the departure of Kyler Fedko, is how Harvey Shapiro is going to set up this lineup, especially with Max Anderson looking to be a premier batter for the team. So, but yeah, for the bottom of the lineup, guys like Joshua Moylan and Colby Thomas to get that through that wall, I think is huge for this team, and I think they're going to continue to ride that momentum.
And that win made the Braves 10-1-3 on the season, Reeves. I mentioned they opened the top team in the CCBL West. The pitching in that game against Falmouth, obviously stellar once again. 2 runs allowed for the second straight night. The game in Orleans, and then Katuitt actually third straight night. 2 runs allowed. Tonight, Austin Parsley gets the ball, who's been exceptional out of the bullpen this season. A guy who really fills up the strike zone, makes his first start tonight.
Yeah, he leads the team in strikeouts with 14, and finally gets his first start. His last outing was in relief against Brewster on July 1st. 4 innings of shutout baseball, just allowed 2 hits and struck out 5. And on the season, 2-0, 2.89 ERA, those 14 strikeouts, and it's really bolstered his staff ERA into this leading the league with a 1.96 ERA. Team in second place, 3.19. That's ridiculous. You don't have a team in the 2s in ERA, and you have the more Braves staff with C2. A big reason for that. I'm excited to see the subtractions of Zawak and Christoforo, and obviously Peter Van Loon. So it's good for Austin Parsley to make his first start, and I'm excited to see what he can do against a Whitey team who has struggled at times to score runs, but their pitching staff has been pretty excellent. But at times they've also been known to put up some runs, so a little inconsistent offensively, so hopefully they can keep them down today.
Yeah, on paper it seems like a really competitive matchup. 2 teams that bats are there some night and not necessarily the next night, but the pitching staffs have been consistent as all get out. So Daniel, what's the key for the Braves tonight?
I think the key is to continue their offensive momentum. Obviously, we haven't seen a home run really, or close to a home run since Orleans when the wind was whipping in. Tonight we have a slight breeze going out towards right field, that 300 marker, and what was it? It was a Froggy's pull that you said.
You got it.
300 with the wind going. I mean, the Braves were so successful with the deep ball early on this season, putting up numbers in the double digits. So I would like to see that again from guys like Max Anderson, Caden Wallace, even Dalton Rushing, those premier high average guys in the lineup. And I also think we need to keep a clean sheet in the error column. We've been really good. I think the last error that we had was against Wareham at Spillane Field a week ago. But I think you got to continue that defensive consistency. The outfield has been stellar. The infield, Tanner Schobel, and I'm expecting Christian Knapczyk to kind of find their spot in the middle of the infield. But keep a clean sheet and get those power bats going.
You'd like to see the bats come alive here at Doran Park, Daniel. I'll flip the question for you, Reeves. If the Braves were to lose tonight, blank would have to happen.
I think the pitching staff would finally have to have its first not-so-good game. I mean, 3 consecutive games of just allowing 2-run runs. This is a very impressive thing, and it's honestly hard to sustain. It almost seems unsustainable, but the Braves staff, they have shown that they can sustain it all year, so why not again tonight? So I think the Braves need to muster up. Obviously, they were shut against Katuitt, and they scored 2 against Orleans, and they scored 4 against Falmouth. So they've been doubling their runs each of the past 3 games. So, well, I should double it. They're getting 2 more each of the past 3 games. But finally looking to maybe get more than 4 tonight. So let's keep that trend up, keep scoring more each game, and hopefully the pitching staff can limit to YD to 2 or less.
Well, it should be a blast here tonight, Daniel.
What's the host's prediction for tonight's game? 10-1-3. The 2 top teams in the division. What is your prediction?
Wow,
I finally flipped
I
it
get
on you.
flipped on me, dude. I don't know. Like I
You
said,
flip it on us, well, I'm gonna flip it right back at you.
This is a very competitive matchup because on paper they're very similar teams, right? The Bats are there one night, they're not really there the next night, and the pitching staff has been consistent. And a combined 7 ties between the teams. No one likes a tie. How about this? I'm predicting one. 3-3 tie tonight. How about that? You know?
Do we
Hoping
get
for a
more
win,
predictions?
but-
No, you guys are on the call. You know what I mean?
That's true.
You know what I mean? How about that?
You're
A
right.
bold take on a 3-3 tie tonight, but I hope the Braves offense can do enough to get it done. It should be a fun one here at Doran Park. First pitch is at 6 between the Braves and the Red Sox. You can catch us at 5:40 for Before the Bravos, our Braves pregame show. But until then, as always, go Braves.